Everybody nice and parked. We've got lights above our heads, ladies and gentlemen, for the sprint race here in Mexico. No track limits are allowed, and the lights go out and we go racing. It's a tentative pull away from both of our top two. Mr. Allen and Fratic barrel down towards turn number one. And are we going to see 3-4 wide and possibly here as Lolly Nova comes to join the party? They're all going to veer off to the right, ignore where the track goes. Mr. Dale, though, in the lead of the Grand Prix.
It's certainly good stuff for Mr. Dale as he's flown across the circuit as he takes the lead ahead as Infratic is dropping further and further down. Oh, we've got a retirement in the background, a huge crash with Mike who's got into the wall as they all go across the grass here. As well as see overtakes in the background, a few drivers making it through. But Alex Gillen is battling with Mr. Dale into the first couple of corners and Gillen leads the Grand Prix here, or the sprint race I should say. It's Gillen who leads Mr. Dale, who leads Dark Viper, who leads Lolly Nova, who leads Infratic, who's down to 5th at the start of this race. We're going to have a change in lead again, as here comes Dark Viper as well. He's getting that double slipstream effect into the first corner, as they're going to miss the first corner completely and go straight across the grass. It's a beautiful scene, as Gillen's still in the lead here, but Dark Viper now takes second place.
Yep, holding on at the moment is the Kick Sauber as we start lap 2 of 12. 1 minute lap times coming in thick and fast. Hayden Gullis, the trickster of the Creator Series, trying to hang it around the outside. There's a spin there for Razin Chai, just getting caught up with the Alpine of Safso. I think the RB of Safso rather, but Infratic, his teammate, up to P4. Tom's lost out as they switch across the S's here. Well, everyone says they want to see fast and flowing circuits in Formula 1, and this is ideal. Oh, it's an early crash, it's an early shower for Kryzix. He's crashed out at the final corner. Tim and Monica and T. George getting caught up there as well.
And it's been blocked in the final corner. It's a terrible place to crash on that final corner, and it's caught out a few drivers, and a few drivers had to pull into the pits as well for fresh tyres.
Yeah, damage from Fratic as well. No front wing on that Scuderia Ferrari. He got caught up with the likes of Bushy Ant and Tom, dropping positions hand over fist.
I think that's the best thing to do, as Razin now finds himself in 3rd place, as we're still racing down the main straight as we turn right there and never get. Oh, who's that? It's just gone round.
That is Razin.
Just gone round. Razin. He's lost it. He was up in
Fratic's retired.
And Infratic's retired as well. We've lost 2 Ferraris in the space of a couple of corners.
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely chaos. It's a 3-way battle there as Tom manages to pull through past Lolly Nova and Hayden Gullis. The sprint race, what we thought could have been rather interesting, has turned into DNF Central.
We certainly do. They're all fighting for that 3rd place as we switch left onto the stadium. And is Hayden Gullis going to go through here? No, he's out of the race. He's had a massive accident. He got squeezed into the wall and it's game, set and match for him.
Oh my goodness, V-Cup has taken an early shower. What have we just seen? Just a reminder, the wildcard for this afternoon is no track limits. That is why you are seeing the absolute carnage and chaos here. But we still have a 6-way battle for the podium. Lolly Nova leads, Bushy Ants from Tom, Meraki, Elray, Giri and Mr. Dale all caught up here.
Oh, Meraki was almost fired into a wall by 2 Red Bulls charging into each other as we go into the next braking zone across the grass. Oh, Meraki's lost it. Meraki's into the wall. The Red Bull's into the wall as well of Mr. Dale.
Mr. Dale facing the wrong way here. He's got to be careful not to come out into the path of any of our other drivers. You can see Razin Chai and T Dragonflies there swooping around the outside. Joran van Geffen making up good positions as well, though, with both end plates missing on that McLaren.
As now, here comes Joran van Geffen round the outside of Mr. Dale into the first braking zone. Will Dale be able to hold it? Joran's taken such a tight line. There's a Ferrari facing the wrong way. How's that happened? But Razin Chai gets back on the way. Joran's found himself up in 10th.
He has indeed, in towards the points-paying positions, or nearly so. P8, of course, will be the top points-paying position, currently occupied by Tim and Marduk, having a good battle with Dragonflies. Ari Guri managing to pip out Tom there in the final corner as we head round to start lap 8 of 12 in this sprint race. Yep, it will do indeed. So fortunately, not too many heavy turning areas for our drivers to contend with, as they do not have to stay within track limits at the moment. Eric Guri on for a podium if he can defend from both Alpines and the Haas. They're trying to K and Meraki in the background. Oh, he's out of the race.
He's got into the wall. He's out of the race as places swapping once again. The 2 Alpines getting very close to each other. Lolly Nova's lost out. It's down to 6th. Ben's found himself up in 7th now. Only 10 seconds off the rest of the pack, but considering how these battles have been going, he might make up a bit more time. As Lolly Nova's still pushing for this 4th place. Can they get Bushy Ants here? Can they even get Elray? Because they're not too far away from him, but Lolly's got such a great run as we go into the grass braking zone. Are they going to get away with it? Bushy Ants pushes them through. They might have just got the inside line, but through goes Tom, and he's up into fourth.
Almighty overtake there. Used the disadvantage of Lolly Nova and Bushy Yans. Managed to slip through the both of them as they head into the stadium section. But rounding the final corner is Alex Gillen. He'll take the sprint win this afternoon. Dark Viper will join him on the podium. And El Rey Guri will come home to make it a front three in this sprint race.
Certainly will. And I think Tom, after that brilliant overtake, will take his fourth place. El Rey finishes in third. Tom finishes in fourth. Lolly Nova in fifth ahead of Bushy Ants. Ben Tim McMahon will come home in seventh place. Jorik van Geffen on his return to the Creator Series finishes in the points and in eighth place. And that is a great top eight here, TK.
It certainly is indeed.
Dale,
Mr.
no!
Dale! Oh, what has happened to Dale?
He's crashed with Dragonflies in the final corner.
I thought Dragonfly was going to try and push him across the line there. It's not going to work. The Hash driver will take P11. Razin Tyran and P10, of course, out of the points-paying positions. F1 Scott, who's been kind of nowhere in this sprint race after an early poor start from the Aston Martin driver, will finish down in P12. Dale will get P13. And then both Williams, both V-Carbs, Emphatic Kryzix, and Mike Donaldi not finishing this sprint race. Talk about close together. We have got both Hasses coming up to the line. Lolly Nova couldn't improve from 12th. And Dragonflies joins him in 13th. So the pair once again in unison here. Next across the line, I think, will be the V-Carb of Hayden. He couldn't improve from P17. Couldn't set a valid lap time. Also on the intermediates next will be Mr. Dale. No, it won't. It'll be El Rey Guri who goes fastest. 1:13.761 behind him. It'll be the Williams and Meraki going fastest. 1:13.6 for themselves. Mr. Dale, can we make it 3 from 3? I don't think we're going... No, it's not going to. Oh my goodness.
He's done a Bottas. Oh no.
Both Ferraris into the pit lane there. They deciding they cannot go quicker. Tom will be next across the line. He's not improving. He's diving into the pit lane as well. Noguera, they've invalidated their run, but at least will cross the line to get it valid on the board. F1 Scott has invalidated their lap time as well. So drivers are not finding track limits too well.
And Ben's backed off too. So I think Meraki's on pole.
I think he has. It's the only driver that can do it because Dark Viper has invalidated their run. Mike Donaldi has invalidated their run as well. So yeah, Meraki then on pole at the last chance of asking.
As we go for your red lights here. 5 are on and 5 are off, and we're underway for the Mexico Grand Prix. And it's a tentative start once again, but El Rey Guri has got a great start as we race down towards turn 1. Apart from Timo Marduk, who's dropping back down the grid. He's not had a good start. And Tom challenging already. Timo Marduk back up into third. We got a 5 wide moment into turn 1 as 3 of them go into the first braking zone. And Ben is battling with Tom and Meraki getting through as well as we race down towards the first corner. But El Rey leads by 1 second already. Ben in second place. Tom in third. Emphatic in fourth. Chasing down the pack with Meraki and Gillen going wheel to wheel.
He certainly did indeed, just holding on from Emphatic there, rounds the final corner, and they'll potentially try and get the slipstream down in towards turn number 1. Meraki trying to follow him through, of course, qualifying first, but dropping down with that 5-place grid penalty, already making one up past Alex Gillen, who had a really poor race start. Bushy Ants further back, getting past Mike Donaldi, but there's been a change at the head of the table. It's Timo Marduk that now takes the lead of this Grand Prix. So we start 5 of 71. He certainly won't. He's learned from past mistakes. Is it going to be a dive down the inside? Yes, it is. They're wheel to wheel. Can Gillen try and squeeze around the outside of turn 15, 16 and 17? The answer, yes he can.
Well, I say no rash moves. Then he goes for one in the stadium section. He must be listening in. But here we go. He's now got one more car to pass before he's chasing down Timo Marduk. And as we mentioned, you know what happens when these two come to blows on circuit. Or are we going to see a double move here? He's going to go down the middle. Ben's got nothing to do. Or is Ben going to still fire around the outside? They go wheel to wheel into the first sector. Ben, can he hold it around the outside? I don't know if he can, you know. Will he get DRS? I don't think he does. No, he does not, because he was technically leading into the DRS detection zone. He defends from Tom. Tom will now fire around the outside, and Ben went from the first place to the 4th place in 2 corners.
He had to back out. Won't be the wisest of moves to make, but Gillen is wasting no time, rather. He's already past Ariguri before the rear wing opens on that kick Sauber, now weaving to try and break the slipstream.
But is Mr. Dale going to switch back in? No, he's not. We've had a collision. There's a big collision. And there's just spinning all around. I think he tried to switch back in, but it's dropped Razin down the grid. And Dale is also struggling now as well.
He has indeed, but he does also have front wing damage on that Aston Martin. Front right end plate missing. Bushy Ants retiring from the session. Not quite sure where that is. It looks down the start-finish straight if the map is telling us the correct thing. And that almost looks like a retirement whilst on track. So no safety car surely to be brought out here. But Alex Gillen already with a commanding lead over this Grand Prix. 4.8 seconds is the advantage back to Ariguri. And unless we see a safety car, we might see a Gillen victory here this afternoon. I think he knows that it is the long game, especially in this Grand Prix. We see a couple of drivers in towards the pit lane. That's going to be Nogueira heading in first and foremost. Nobody else dives in to join him as Timo Mardik and Kreisig swapping positions there. So the Aston Martin pipping out the McLaren at the moment for the podium positions. Infratic has also checked out of this good mid-group battle as he's 1.5 seconds to the advantage. Maybe going on a Gillen hunt. Well, no hard tyres, of course, allowed in the Crazy Series. Kreisig getting past Infratic here. So the Aston Martin on an almighty charge in the second stage of this race. Infratic, of course, checking out by about 1.5 seconds back to Timo Mardik. And now Kreisig has gone on a challenge all on his own with a double dose of DRS down towards turn number 4. I wonder if he can try and reel in Gillen. But look how close everybody else has pulled in together. I think actually Infratic could lose. They're going to go 3 wide. Tom to the inside line. Gets past Sufso. Is he going to get past Infratic as well? In towards the braking zone. The Alpine moves up to P2. He has indeed. Let's see where he comes out. It's going to be behind Ariguri. Meraki takes the race lead away from Tom. Nogueira gets past Safso as well. Gillen out of the pit lane now. I don't think he's going to be under pressure from F1 Scott, who's yet to pit. But we'll keep an eye. Sorry, Scott has already pit. He pit very early. 8 laps into the soft tyre stim, but has done 25 laps on this set of mediums. The twist and turns in towards the final corner to start lap 37. We have got yellow flags. We've got a safety car! Who's binned it? Mr. Dale in the pit lane. Was that in the pit lane?
The pit wall, yeah.
No, pit wall. There we go. You just see him as we go past.
Tom was the only one that reacted at the top 4.
Great opportunity there for the Alpine driver. They know they can take these tyres at least half race distance. So Tom getting the correct call there. I think drivers got one. They beat Bert Mylander out. That's the important thing. In the comfort of his pit lane. And when does Meraki put his foot to the floor? He's weaving, getting some tyres going. There we go. We go racing once again on lap 40 of 71. And the weaving begins.
Yeah, the weaving certainly does begin. Ignore what it says in the top left. We are back under racing conditions here as Meraki's got a good launch because there's no DRS until the end of the first lap. But down the inside, we'll get the Mercedes on Tom. Can he make the move stick? He's not alongside him. He can't put his nose in completely as Timo Mardik, is past Infratic as Joris Van Geffen is also chasing down Infratic now.
Yep, he is indeed. Both McLarens there getting involved with both Ferraris. It's McLaren, Ferrari, Safso getting past Nogueira for a brief moment of time. He has the inside line through 4, 5 and 6. Can the V-Cub hold on for the time being? Nogueira's trying to swoop it around the outside with the extra straight line speed. I think he might be afforded it. They're still wheel to wheel as the Ferrari of Infratic goes off in the background. Safso, almighty kick, and that's damage to Ariguri. Ariguri getting contact with Nogueira as well. Both of them will come together multiple times.
They're all over the road here, and it's all gone wrong from that little bit of mistakes. I think Safso tried to dart it around the outside. Nogueira wasn't expecting it. Broke late on the corner, and it's all gone wrong in the matter of corners for so many drivers there.
It has indeed. Lolly Nobers ended up with wing damage to topple that all off. The Haskar will be really struggling on older tyres and wing damage to boot as well. DRS gets enabled as we round the corner. Timo Mardik on the inside line of the Haskar. He will get that rear wing open. Yellow flag further back. Dark Viper GT facing the wrong way. And we have got a VSC.
Yeah, and it will be great news for them. But yeah, Joris still closing in. A little bit of contact there involved in turn 1. As we now race through the sector. Good battles towards the back of the grid is Elray's. Oh, Elray's off. Elray's on the grass.
And Elray's retired.
He's retired from the Grand Prix. He's out of the race. It's not going to cause a safety car, but it's all gone wrong for Elray. And what has happened there? He was battling with Infratic and Timo Mardik, and clearly something's gone wrong, and it's cost him big. Oh, Joris in the back of of Lolinova, and it's all going wrong here as Mike now tries to get around the outside and trying to make a move into the stadium section. Oh, another front wing flies off. It's all going quite Pete Tong, as they say. As Gillen sets the fastest lap of the race.
He does indeed, and that not only is the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, that is a letter of intention to the front two. I am coming for you, says Alex Gillen, as we have a virtual safety car.
And there's mess in the pit lane as well as they cut across the pit line. And there's a safety car coming out. I can see Bert Mylander in the pit lane. So we're going to get underway now as Mike picks up a 3-second time penalty under safety car. When is Tom going to go? He goes there just before the final corner as we're back under racing condition as we begin lap 50 of 71. And Gillen's got such a great launch. Is he going to go for it in turn one? Is Meraki going to have any defence? Or is Meraki going to look for Tom here? Or are we going to wait until the DRS opens? No, Gillen says, I'm not waiting any longer. He goes down the inside. Can he break Lacen up? Or is Meraki going to hold the inside line? Oh, he locks up and pushes him wide. And it's cost Gillen time. And it's cost him a place as Safso moves himself up into third.
Yep,
brilliant
Safso.
defence from Meraki.
Brilliant defence from Meraki. Safso now tries to hold on. He's past Meraki as well. Up to P2. He late breaks ever so slightly. He just swoops around the outside and will hold the inside line. Timo Mardik back up into P5. He's fighting with Nogueira for that position. And there's a little bit of a kick out there for the Papaya McLaren. He loses out in the end of all things. But Infratic now trying to chase down his old rival of Timo Mardik for P6. He'll know he wants it. We're under pressure from Meraki. Safso under pressure from Alex Gillen. Gillen moves to the inside, as does Meraki. Going to look for it down in towards turn number one. Are we going to be 3, even 4 wide into turn one? Gillen from absolutely nowhere swoops around the inside and takes the race lead.
He certainly does want to move through the middle of the pack there, but they've both got DRS and they run down to the next braking zone. Gillen used so much DRS and so much of his grip to make that move stick. Meraki will hold it around the outside, and Gillen will try and force his way back around the outside. He can't make it stick. Ben is also battling with Safso. Timo Marduk is going to make that move. He's going to make it, and he's up into fourth now. He's right behind Tom, but Meraki leads from Gillen, from Tom, from Timo Marduk. Surely Gillen's going to have a great run here at Meraki into the first corner. But so is Timo Marduk on Tom. There's nothing Tom can do to defend it. And Gillen is going to take the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. He breaks later into the first corner and he's up into the lead. Meraki will not have DRS going down the next straight because he was behind into the braking zone. The man who will have DRS though is Ben, and we know what these two are like. It's now a 1-2, and of course the 1-2 it is. It's Gillen and Timo Marduk. Yeah, he's definitely doing far back. Yellow flag in sector 3. I think that's Mr. Jorrit van Geffen, who's had a little bit of a spin over the start-finish line, which does, Jorrit has done us a favour, and now we have got our counter back in the top left. He's hit the wall again. Has he spun again? Safety car!
He completely lost the rear end there, trying to fire the tyres up, and as you said, safety car here with 12 laps to go. But Gillen is coming in, called it very, very late, as is everybody else. And I think let's just flick back. Someone's staying out. Nogueira's staying out.
As the final restart of this Mexican GP gets underway. And it's a good start from the man who is yet to pit. But Gillen has got a double slipstream effect already. And he may get past all three. He's got past one. Can he find the middle? No, he cannot. There is no gap in the middle. He's going to try and go around the outside. But there's no gap around the outside. Razin defending. Down the middle, will Gillen send it? He certainly does, and he's made up 3 places in the first corner. And Timo Marduk trying to go through as well, but there's a big crash at the back, and it's cost Tom, and there's more yellow flags flying.
Yep, has indeed. Tom getting caught up. I think Razin trying to defend as much as he possibly could from the kick salver of Alex Gillen. It's wheel to wheel between Timo Marduk and Nogueira here through turns 4, 5 and 6. Yellow flags being thrown rather dutifully, but Timo Marduk up to P3. He now has Razin Chai ahead of him, and of course Razin defending so hard from Alex Gillen. Is he going to assist Timo Marduk here on the chase down of the kick salver that stands already 1.3 in the lead? It surely is indeed. DRS becomes enabled. They won't get it on the first 2 straights, of course, because the detection zone is before the timing beam. Timo Marduk moves to the outside line, now moves back into the slipstream of Razin Chai, who seems to have a better straight line speed in terms of setup in towards turn number 1. He's on the outside line. We've seen this before. Swoops around the outside as Timo Marduk and gets up to P2. Now the challenge between himself and Alex Gillen is on. In the closing stages of this Grand Prix, the medium's not doing too well. It's Dragonflies into the wall. We have another safety car.
Oh my god. the fourth safety car, the legendary fourth safety car.
Gillen is taking it almightily slow, but he's launched early. He's caught Timo Marek out, and he's already a second ahead before the final corner. Alex Gillen rounds the final corner to take us on to lap 66 of 71. Someone, his engineer, has told him to execute order 66, and he is gone. Losing out positions hand over fist, he's back down to P11 as Hayden Gullis up to P7, dives down the inside, and Fratic, who's gone round and spun. The Ferrari is out, he's taken Tom with him.
And here we go, one final time going down the main straight, and they're both dumping battery. This is game, set, and match surely for Alex Gillen as Timo Marek moves to the inside. Kriegs is going to go for it too. Is there a chance for a move? No, because Gillen was there. Kriegs near Gillen down the inside, and he was way too late on the brakes. And he's cost himself a podium place. And that might be his chance over. But don't count out Kriegs yet, because he's still got the chance for the win. Can he go around the outside of Timo Marek? No, he cannot. Timo Marek stays in the lead of the race. And Alex Gillen has definitely cost himself that podium place because Safso's in third. But Timo Marek leads by 0.3 of a second from Kriegs.
But Kriegs will come home on the podium. Fantastic stuff for himself. Safso will make it podium number 10. But rounding the final corner, back-to-back wins. Timo Marek will get your race win. Kriegs joins him in P2. And Safso, podium number 10 for his career. Gillen lost it at the final time of asking. Gillen P4, Meraki P5, Noguera P6. Gullis comes home in P7. Razin Chai, Mike Donaldi, and F1 Scott round out your top 10. Jaro van Geffen just comes home in P11, T. George P12, Lolly Noba P13, and Tom, who was caught up with Infratic at the final time of asking, is in P14. Infratic, Dragonflies, El Rey Guri, Dark Viper GT, Mr. Dale, and Bushiance are your did not finishes for this afternoon. But Timo Marek, for his 12th victory in the Creator Series, brings it home in front of all of our other creators on the medium tyre.